Now on WRDE Coast TV.
A beautiful day on the way to the coast to end the week. I'll have your beach forecast coming up in just a moment.
And the man charged with the hit and run killing 14-year-old Gavin Knupp outside Ocean City in court today. We'll tell you what charges he's facing.
Curfew vote in Dewey Beach, the change under review in the name of getting teenage crime under control.
Lewis Development moves forward the next steps for a proposed home development that had a long history of a legal tug-of-war.
Gun restrictions about to become law. Limitations in Delaware when it's signed by Governor Carney.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. It is Friday, August 18th, 2023. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley.
And Paige, Friday, finally here. Friday, fun day, just weekend.
Yeah, all of the above.
I'm here for it.
Yes, definitely. A muggy start to your morning, but it's going to be a beautiful day. First Alert meteorologist Alex Seymour joins us with a look at your forecast. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Paige and Matt. Well, yeah, we're certainly looking at a pretty nice day on the way to the coast today. We're going to see some pretty gorgeous conditions all across Delmarva. Gateway Super Camera at the Commander Hotel is getting a little bit adjusted so we could get a better view of that sunrise this morning. Looking gorgeous out there on the beach in Ocean City as the sun begins to rise. A little bit of lingering cloud cover out there. That's going to clear out pretty soon. Temps sitting right around 75 degrees in Ocean City this morning. Temps all across the region in the mid to upper 70s. Skies pretty much clear. There are some lingering clouds, another area of clouds moving towards the Route 13 corridor. That's going to move through pretty quickly throughout this morning. By this afternoon, we're going to look at sunshine. So a UV index forecast brought to you by Face of Grace Practices Sun Safety, a UV index of 9. So make sure you're wearing that sunscreen if you're heading out the door today.
All right, Alex, thank you so much. Today, the Berlin man being charged with the deadly hit and run of 14-year-old Gavin Knupp will appear in court. 22-year-old Tyler Malloy is facing a number of charges, all traffic-related, including failure to immediately stop a vehicle at the scene of an accident.
The Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk is live at the Worcester County Circuit Courthouse in Snow Hill. Heidi, it's been a little over a year since Gavin Knupp was hit and killed near Ocean City.
Matt and Paige, it was July 11th, 2022, a day that the Knupp family will never forget. It's the day that their son was killed in a hit and run right outside of Ocean City by a black Mercedes. And now a man facing charges for that incident will be in court here today. Groups have been fighting for justice ever since. In fact, Coast TV News sat down with Tiffany Knupp, the mother, about a year ago. And in the interview, she said that she thanked the team who filed the charges against Malloy. The family of Knupp has been outspoken about the community support they've received after Gavin's passing. And to this day, there are signs around the beach town that read "Justice for Gavin." Those same people have been outspoken in a Facebook group dedicated to Gavin Knupp's story. That today's court hearing will finally bring some justice. Now, I want to talk about the charges that Malloy is facing. Now, I want to note they are all traffic-related charges. He's facing 17, 4 on felony counts, and 12 hold jail time, and all 17 hold fines. He's going to appear here at 9:30 today, this morning, and there's going to be a jury trial, which is already set for September 11th. Back to you.
Okay, now Heidi, this isn't the first time Malloy was supposed to appear in court.
Matt and Paige, there have been 2 postponements here. The first court date was scheduled for May 31st. That was postponed. There was another one set, but now here we are today, and it looks like it's happening. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Heidi Kirk, live in Snow Hill. New this morning, we have another story to tell you about involving a vehicle hitting people. A 75-year-old Baltimore man is being treated for serious injuries after he was struck by a pickup truck in the Midway Center parking lot and flown to a trauma center. This is near the Candy Kitchen just before 9 p.m. last night. Also injured there was a 71-year-old woman from Baltimore. According to Delaware State Police, she was taken to an area hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. The pickup driver, State Police say, is facing 2 charges, including inattentive driving. The driver was not injured.
Talking about marijuana vote on regulations in Rehoboth Beach, it's a possibility for commissioners meeting happening later today. Rehoboth commissioners meeting to consider regulations that would ban the production and the sale of marijuana within the city. commissioners are also considering banning marijuana use in outdoor settings and smoking areas. If this ordinance is passed, Rehoboth Beach will be another coastal community, joining Dewey Beach, Ocean City, and more in banning marijuana sales. That meeting is scheduled for 2 p.m. at City Hall.
And another vote that could take place later today. It involves teen curfew. It's what Dewey Beach officials will discuss and possibly take action on at the town council meeting. Under the current curfews, people under 18 need to be off the streets by 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday and midnight for Friday and Saturday. It's this part that could change. If it passes, the 11 p.m. start time would be for the entire week. Reason being given, this would be used to keep crowds of teens under control. The meeting is at 3 p.m. at the Dewey Beach Life Saving Station.
A new housing development coming to Robinsonville Road near Lewis. What is now called Brentwood will be across from Webb's Landing Road and the Chase Oaks neighborhood. The name of this development, Brentwood, you may recognize more by its former name, Coral Lakes. This development will bring over 300 homes to over 150 acres of land. Now, this development's had a long history of illegal tug-of-war, including appeals and application denials. The developer will now have to work with the county to figure out those phases of construction.
Delaware Governor John Carney will sign new gun safety legislation later today. House Bill 201 and 202 officially limit where you can legally carry a firearm. This curtails the ability to have guns at polling places and schools. The governor is set to sign these bills at 10 a.m. at the Delaware Public Archives in Dover.
A project that's been in the works for years. It's finally gotten the green light. Plans for a new police substation in Ocean City approved by the town council this week. That project will cost the town and the Ocean City Development Corporation $4.2 million. That is a jump from the original plan of $2 million. But the town says that project has expanded to not just employee housing for police, but public restrooms, police bike storage, and more accessibility for the police to the public. Now that plans are approved, the town and OCDC now have to finalize construction costs and start talking about building plans.
Hurricane Hillary is threatening parts of California and Arizona. The tropical cyclone reached Category 3 status on Thursday, and the National Hurricane Center expects it to get to Category 4 sometime today.
John Lawrence shows us now the impact that tropical storm could have on the West Coast and how officials there are preparing.
Hurricane Hillary is eyeing up the West Coast.
It's going to try to squeeze its way between a low to the west and a high to the east.
The center of Hurricane Hillary is expected to approach Mexico's Baja Peninsula this weekend, bringing severe weather to the southwest.
The rain will be very heavy with this system, possibly 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, especially in these higher elevations.
The City of San Diego's Office of Emergency Services says it's prepared.
Well, from the winter storms, we know where flooding occurs.
If Hillary does make landfall on U.S. soil as a tropical storm, that would mark the first time that's happened in nearly 84 years, according to data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
We'll be in the lowest level of activation, ready, but as it escalates, we'll start bringing in the other individuals to staff the EOC.
About 60 miles to the north in San Clemente, crews have been working, hoping to prevent mudslides from striking the area again.
Anytime you have a swell push up from the south, it's going to be big. And sometimes that doesn't mean it's going to be really good shape. It just means it's going to be big.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
In the most recent forecast has Hillary staying as a tropical storm as it reaches Nevada, which is something that has never happened before.
So plenty more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up just a week after the White Marlin Open took place in Ocean City, we got another fishing competition to talk about. The annual Poor Girls event kicked off yesterday. How the competition contributes to a good cause.
Also, school expansion. More students in the Cape Henlopen district means a need for more space. We have the plans unveiled to deal with that growth.
And another school, Milford Middle, finally moving forward with renovation plans. What will be new for students once this project is complete? All that and more when Coast TV News Today continues.
The first step to controlling any pest is a positive identification. Different ants may require different treatments. Sometimes termites are mistaken for ants, and that can be a costly mistake. You need a specialist to know the difference. By conducting a thorough inspection, an appropriate treatment plan can be recommended.
The Proactive Pest Plan from Active Pest Solutions solved our ant problem and has protected our family year-round.
Active Pest Solutions, your local pest experts.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Gamey Elliott in Salisbury today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When it comes to your home, you need a local contractor you can trust and quality you can count on. Spicer Brothers is properly licensed in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, and we're here to help.
Our team is committed to customer satisfaction, and we stand behind our work with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
Right now, finance your entire project with no interest and no payments until 2025. So for all your exterior and bathroom remodeling needs, call the company you can trust. Spicer Brothers, we've got you covered.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kevin's going to give you $100, right, Kev?
Bring their own twist to a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life!
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE.
Good morning, Delmarva. Well, we're waking up to some pretty warm temps across Delmarva. We're in the 70s, mid to upper 70s all across the region. 78 on the boardwalk in Bethany Beach this morning, 77 in Rehoboth Beach. It's 75 in Ocean City, 75 in Selbyville, 75 degrees in Georgetown. Skies are clearing out. We do still have some lingering clouds, but they're going to clear out pretty quickly over the next couple of hours. So our beach forecast looking fantastic. Lots of sunshine, temps climbing into the mid-80s.
Developing news out of Milford. After an entire decade of being vacant, demolition at the city's middle school, it has started. This marks the beginning of its renovation project. According to the school, the project includes a revitalized auditorium and gym, along with a new playground, a safe zone pedestrian connection, and updated parking. The engineers of the project say the goal for this new building is to hold a population of 1,000 students. Happening today, if you're headed to downtown Salisbury, you might want to plan ahead a little bit. The right lane of Calvert Street near Baptist will be closed. You can see that area right here on your screen. This is to allow the city to repair a failing utility patch. Work is scheduled to start less than an hour from now at 7 a.m. and is expected to end at 3:30 p.m.
Some of us love it, some of us hate it, but self-checkout, it isn't coming to Trader Joe's anytime soon. TJ's president squashed a rumor indicating his store may be installing the tech. He says it's, quote, as false can be. All right, no questioning that. He added he believes in people, said he had difficulty himself using self-checkouts. The data shows Basilone, it's a good company. 2/3 of shoppers say they've experienced a failure, though, at self-checkouts. Many stores install them because customers think they're faster, but some research shows they actually are not, and stores that use them also experience more theft. In more big store news, Walmart raising its full-year outlook for sales, citing a stronger performance than expected during the first half of the year. Sales of groceries and health and wellness products are up significantly over the prior year. That continues the trend of shoppers prioritizing necessities as inflation drives prices higher. Walmart is particularly encouraged by its market share gain in groceries, which now count for the bulk of its annual revenue.
Too many students, not enough space. The plans for expansion in the Cape Henlopen School District.
Well, beautiful weather is on the way for the weekend before heat begins to build. I'll have your beach forecast and let you know when some summertime sizzle could return. Coming up in just a few minutes.
10, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row, brought to you by Pohanka of Salisbury.
Delmarva's classic rock. Big 107.7.
For weather coverage you can count on, get the WRDE weather app with live radar and severe weather alerts, plus a 10-day forecast. Download the free WRDE weather app, built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Welcome the new season with a deep cleaning by Stanley Steamer. Our certified technicians will renew your carpets, air ducts, upholstery, tile floors, and more, clearing away the dust and debris. We clean using powerful proprietary equipment and family-safe cleaning solutions to leave your space looking and feeling fresh. Call or go online to schedule your professional cleaning with Stanley Steamer today.
It is 6:16 on your Friday morning. That's a live look there at Snow Hill. You can tell cloudy there, no breeze at all by the looks of that flag and the looks of those leaves.
That's a good indicator. Leaves and flags, if they're not moving, you're pretty much spot on with that. You know, one of the things that Alex, I think it was a couple segments ago when he was giving the highs and the lows. Boy, Alex, that 50-degree low, I know it's upper 50s, but that does jump out at you for mid-August.
Yeah, it certainly does jump out at you for mid-August. It's going to feel more like fall by the time we head towards Saturday morning. It's going to be a brief taste of that fall-like weather, but it's going to feel pretty nice Saturday morning. Dew points are also going to plunge, so it's not only just upper 50 air temperatures. We're going to see dew points in the upper 40s to low 50s, so that is some very dry air. It is going to be almost crisp tomorrow morning. Humidity will return, and the heat will return by the second half of the weekend. Boardwalk Plaza Hotel camera in Rehoboth Beach this morning. It is a warm and humid start to the day today, but that is going to quickly change over the next few hours. In Rehoboth Beach, we do have a little bit of a breeze. If you look up near the Boardwalk Plaza sponsorship logo there, you can see the flag blowing in the wind, the Delaware flag there blowing in the wind just a little bit. West winds, those west winds are going to pick up briefly later on this morning as that cold front moves through, and that's what's going to bring that drop in those dew points. Right now, temps, they're in the 70s across the region. Winds coming out of the west-southwest, pretty light right now, 9 miles per hour or less. But as I said, they're going to pick up a little bit later on. Dew points, mid-70s. So it is still feeling a little bit tropical out there this morning. That is going to change dramatically. Take a look at this. These are our forecast dew points over the next several days. We go from the mid-70s this morning all the way down. They crash to almost off the charts low. That's a dew point of 50, the bottom of the chart there. So we're going to be upper 40s to low 50s. So this afternoon through tomorrow morning, so it's going to feel very nice outside. You're going to want to spend some time outside with that low humidity, but jumps all the way back up into the mid to upper 70s again as we head towards Sunday and Monday. So get outside and enjoy the next 24 to 48 hours before that heat returns. You're going to certainly feel a difference over the next few days, that up and down temperature, up and down humidity. Satellite radar picture this morning, well, we've been seeing some clouds. Even a brief shower passed through the region earlier this morning. That's cleared out the clouds. One more wave of clouds going to move through. That is with that front that is going to bring us that big drop in that humidity. It is now crossing the Chesapeake Bay, so within the next hour or so, those dew points will certainly start to plunge. Beach forecast. Sunshine taking over. Temps in the 70s and 80s. Chincoteague Island, Aztec Island. Pretty similar conditions in Ocean City, Fenwick Island. And then in Lewis, in Rehoboth Beach, take a look at that. All the way up to 87 degrees. Sunday, 83 on Saturday with lots of sunshine. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast. Briefly cool on Saturday, down to 60 degrees. Many areas, mid to upper 50s for those morning lows. Back up to the mid-90s by Monday.
A reminder, you can hear Coast TV news, weather updates throughout the day on our family of radio stations. They're right there on your screen for you to look at. Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 FM, 93.5 The Beach, and on Big 107.7.
Not enough space. Cape Henlopen schools grappling with an influx of students as they start to plan for the future. The Cape Henlopen School District is now expanding with more classrooms and amenities and even some more in that regard. Now, along with the expansion, that district office also looking to be relocated. It could either be to another piece of Lewis property or somewhere else. 40% of the expansion will be paid for by taxpayers. This discussion will continue at the next board meeting, and that's on August 24th.
And with all that going on, Paige, this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know where you think the Cape Henlopen School District office should be.
All right, let's take a look at some of those results. Overwhelmingly so, 62% say keep it in Lewis, 22% thinking Milton, 8% want Rehoboth, another 8% say somewhere else. I wonder what you have in mind. Let us know if you have an opinion on that. And if you haven't voted yet, you still can. Head to WRDE.com or our mobile app. And Cape Henlopen School District, it's also released the names and the posts of its new constables for the 2023-24 school year. There are 8 total, with 1 responsible district-wide, 2 assigned to Cape Henlopen High School. We have a full list as well as history on the local controversy regarding constables. Just check out that article on our Coast TV News website, WRDE.com.
After the break, competition underway for the annual Poor Girls Open. Why many of the anglers have a special connection to the charitable cause the event gives back to.
From free family fun to events that offer camaraderie to those who have served, I'm Mallory Metzner. Coming up, I'll show you all the cool things to do this weekend.
Brought to you by North Bay Marina, where boaters have the most fun.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on.
Food, friends, fun, and more.
Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on WRDE Coast TV.
Get ready for an unforgettable driving experience at Gateway Subaru. Discover the rugged elegance of the Subaru Outback with its symmetrical all-wheel drive that ensures you'll conquer any terrain with confidence. Or get ready to elevate your drive with the all-new, redesigned 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with its sleek design, advanced technology, and enhanced performance. Right now, you can custom order the all-new Crosstrek at Gateway Subaru. Embrace the thrill of driving and embark on your next adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Party decor and more. The store that has all your party supply needs. Festive holiday decor. Game day team supplies. Balloons that are safe for the sky. Announcing a special surprise. And of course, something for every birthday year that flies by. Party decor and more. The only party store at the beach. Midway Shopping Center in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
Building a portfolio that gives you opportunities to grow your savings can be a challenge. Our team at Rosemont Wealth Management takes this challenge seriously. Contact us and we can work together on a comprehensive game plan that truly embodies your personal values and life objectives. Our focus is on what is important to you, your family, your lifestyle, your life events, so that you can maintain your lifestyle all the way through retirement. At Rosemont Wealth Management, we serve first, last, and always.
Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
Preparation for a weekend of fun, fishing, and fundraising. The annual Poor Girls Open started yesterday, Paige.
That's right. This ladies-only billfish tournament comes to Ocean City 1 week after the White Marlin Open. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us how all of this fishing is for a great cause.
The parking lot at Bahia Marina was getting a makeover for the Poor Girls Open. Pink decorations can be seen transforming the Fishtails parking lot. Sean Harmon says the tournament started as a way for restaurant workers and bartenders to fish. Since many of them were women, they decided to raise money for breast cancer awareness, and the tournament continues to grow.
We have about 700 lady anglers, most of which are cancer survivors, which is kind of inspirational.
And it's not just fishermen. The event has numerous sponsors and vendors who help raise money for the cause. Adrienne Cosma and her husband, owners of D.A. Cosma Jewelers, have been donating ever since it began almost 30 years ago.
We just can't do enough in terms of awareness, and many families are affected by breast cancer and things like that, and so everybody should be aware and try to give a little something.
Harmon says the tournament raised almost $2 million so far. Scales are open to the public all weekend long.
These tents behind me will be filled with vendors this weekend ready to give back to the cause. Head down to Fishtails in Ocean City to see all of the events this weekend, as well as enter into a 50-50 raffle. In Ocean City, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
An event. What a cool cause.
I know, that's awesome. I just love this time of year with all these fishing tournaments. We're going to bring back First Alert meteorologist Alex Seymour. And Alex, we have that event. We have the Flounder Pounder at the Paradise Grill. Plenty of fishing opportunities.
Yes, certainly plenty of fishing opportunities this weekend, and we're going to see some fantastic weather for fishing today and throughout the weekend. Right now, we're starting out in the mid to upper 70s. It's a pretty quiet start to the day, warm start to the day. We are seeing a few clouds lingering across the region. They're going to quickly move out of the area within the next hour to 2 hours, and then the rest of the day is going to feature sunny skies. Our fishing forecast for today: clearing skies with temps climbing up into the mid-80s, and dew points, they're plunging, so it's going to be low humidity, sunshine, and just some pretty warm, comfortable temps.
We know the weekend is for spending time with family and friends. Lots of local events aimed to bring people together who have similar interests and experiences.
Yeah, Coast TV News reporter Mallory Metzner is showing us some of the cool things to do this weekend.
People who may have similar interests or experiences can gather at different events around Delmarva this weekend. The Wicomico County Fair is back at Winter Place Park in Salisbury. You can expect to see the Maryland High School Rodeo, livestock shows, a petting farm, Fair Queen pageant, axe throwing, and more. The Beachcombers Corvette Club of Southern Delaware is having its annual charity car show on Saturday. Organizers say all years, makes, and models are welcome. It takes place at First State Chevrolet on Route 113 from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. A dedication ceremony to recognize veterans and military members with ties to Millsboro takes place Saturday. A Hometown Heroes banner dedication is taking place in Cupola Park at 10 a.m. A group that offers camaraderie, humor, and support to veterans has an event in Rehoboth Beach on Saturday. A Silkies hike for the Delaware chapter of the Irreverent Warriors starts at Epworth United Methodist Church at 9 a.m. and goes to the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand and back. The Boy Scouts of America Delmarva Council is hosting a Sussex District alumni gathering. Organizers say it's made for former Scouts, current Scouts, their families, and anyone interested in learning more about Scouting. The event will be held at noon on Saturday at the Henson Scout Reservation in Dorchester County. The Pocomoke Boat Docking Challenge is back for its 10th year. The gates open at noon, but 2 p.m. is when captains will try to tame the Pocomoke River Tide on Saturday. Ellendale is hosting a family fun day also Saturday from 10 to 2 at Town Hall and the surrounding park areas. There will be a DJ, Kid Zone, vendors, and more. We have links to event schedules, tickets, and even required gear on our website under the Cool Things to Do tab.
Dateline tonight. A murder mystery begins with a blow of an axe.
It was just a blur after that.
Inside a house of horrors.
You barely hear of cases like this.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central on NBC.
She has 3 Grammys,
16 ACM Awards,
7 CMAs,
14 AMAs,
and the Kennedy Center Honors.
But there's still one left.
Reba McEntire joins The Voice this fall on NBC.
Not yet, Reba. Sorry.
Jay Leno.
These French guys are smooth, aren't they? I do declare, Mr. Henry.
And Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kev's gonna give you $100, right, Kev?
Bring their own twist.
Get out of here, really? No, you get out of here!
To a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life!
If I come home broke, my wife gonna kill me.
It's all fun and games.
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE Coast TV.
Welcome to the ride home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day you pick the songs on the high five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years. 93.5, The Beach.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts.
It is August
right
18th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
It is 6:30 a.m. as we make our way on this Friday morning. Paige has got her she had it there somewhere. She had it a moment ago.
I did. I hit it.
Disappeared. Maybe a pastry afterwards?
I normally do.
I know.
I normally do. I have a big sweet tooth.
But today, maybe not.
I'm trying to be healthy.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's hard.
It's hard, right? Oh, it's the worst.
And they're so good.
I know, it's so good. Especially in the summer. They have that saying that summer bods are made in the winter. But
so it's like too late now.
It's too late now. Yeah, it still feels like summer. I'll try again later. First, alert meteorologist Alex Seymour joins us. Alex, once the winter weather comes, I'll try eating healthy again.
Yeah. Once the winter weather comes, we got a few months for that. Yeah. But fall-like weather, that's going to arrive actually over the next 24 hours, briefly. Very briefly before some heat returns, some pretty intense heat from mid-August returns early next week. Right now, Tunnel and Razor camera at the Lewis Yacht Club. Pretty quiet out the door this morning. We have seen these clouds linger a little longer than expected. I was expecting a nicer sunrise this morning, but unfortunately the clouds out just off the coast have lingered too long. Temps sitting right around 76 degrees. The clear skies are going to take over, though, within the next couple of hours. Temps across the region in the mid to upper 70s. Dew points are in the mid 70s, so it's still quite humid out there. Very muggy, almost tropical feeling out there. But these dew points are going to plunge over the next few hours. By this afternoon, upper 40s to low 50 dew points. That is the crisp fall air across the region. That lasts through Saturday morning when we could wake up to morning lows in the 50s. Satellite radar picture not showing a whole lot, just a few lingering clouds. That's going to clear up pretty quickly. And sunshine takes over this afternoon as temps climb up into the low 80s on Aztec Island, low to mid 80s in Ocean City and Fenwick Island, and pretty similar conditions, mid 80s in both Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
All right, thanks a lot, Alex. Happening today, the first court appearance for the Berlin man facing several traffic charges in connection with a deadly hit-and-run. It's been a year since 14-year-old Gavin Knupp was hit and killed by a car outside Ocean City. The charges are against 22-year-old Tyler Malloy. He is expected to be in court in Snow Hill for a hearing.
Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk is live at the Worcester Circuit Courthouse. Heidi, the Knupp family has been very outspoken about getting justice for Gavin.
Matt and Paige, July 11th, 2022. It's a day the Knupp family will never forget. The day their son, Gavin, was hit and killed by a car right outside of Ocean City. It was a hit and run. And now today they're hoping to get some justice. The man in conjunction with that is going to come to court here in Snow Hill today. Now we've spoken with that family. Coast TV News sat down with them about a year ago. And what the mother, Tiffany Knupp, says is that they've been fighting for justice. And she thanked the whole team who filed the charges against Malloy. The family of Knupp has been outspoken about the community support they've received after Gavin's passing. And to this day, there are signs around the beach town that read "Justice for Gavin." Those same people have been outspoken in a Facebook group dedicated to Gavin Knupp's story. And that today's court hearing, they're hoping, will bring some justice. Now, I want to talk about the charges. All of them are traffic related. It's important to note. He's facing 4 felony counts, 12 hold jail time, and all 17 hold fines. He's going to be here in court at 9:30 again in Snow Hill. And there's already a jury trial set for September 11th. Matt and Paige.
Now, Heidi, this isn't the first time Malloy was supposed to appear in court.
Matt and Paige, it's actually the second time this has been postponed. Originally, the court date was set for May 31st. That was postponed. Another date was set and once again was postponed. But here we are today, and it looks like it's happening. Back to you.
Heidi, thank you so much. Trees being cleared for a neighborhood called Brentwood, but neighbors say it's sad to see this neighborhood become a reality. So if the name Brentwood doesn't ring a bell, maybe its former name, Coral Lakes, does ring a bell.
It is that name, Coral Lakes. That was a controversial development project, and now with its new name, it's moving forward. Good news for the developer. It's leaving a bad taste in the mouths of people who fought against it. Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us the mixed reviews the new development is receiving from the public.
As Jill Hicks looks out on what used to be acres of trees, she says she's saddened by the thought of hundreds of new homes being built practically in her backyard.
We worked very hard to try to appeal. We weren't successful. I wish that, again, that the woods was not completely clear cut. I wish they could have saved more of it.
Sussex County Planning and Zoning approved a housing development called Brentwood, but you may be more familiar with its original name, Coral Lakes. The development will build 300 houses off Robinsonville Road in Lewis. Hicks says since trees started coming down, her backyard hasn't been the same.
We used to have a lot of animals that would come into our yard. We don't see them anymore. Even the bird population has changed somewhat.
This particular development has had a long history of legal tug-of-war. Multiple appeals were filed against the developer, and applications from the developer were denied by county council. We reached out to Shell Brothers today, the developer of this particular neighborhood, and it turned down the right to an interview. Development schematics show woodland buffers and dozens of acres of green space. DelDOT is also working to improve the roads to make nearby traffic flow smoother. But Jane Grunebaum says development needs to be done carefully.
It's done poorly, right? We don't have sufficient infrastructure, right? I mean, anybody who tries to get from point A to point B on a weekend knows we don't have enough roads. We don't have sufficient health care. Our schools are crowded.
Other developments are already in the works nearby. And this newest addition has left some neighbors question if enough will ever be enough.
Charles Reiner, Coast TV News.
And Shell Brothers will now have to work with the county to plan out their construction plans and timetables, but there is no date just yet on when houses will start being built.
New this morning, a 75-year-old Baltimore man being treated for serious injuries after he was hit by a pickup truck in the Midway Center parking lot. This is near the Candy Kitchen just before 9 p.m. last night. Also injured was a 71-year-old woman from Baltimore. She was treated for non-life-threatening injuries at an area hospital. According to Delaware State Police, the pickup truck driver is facing 2 charges, including inattentive driving. The driver was not injured.
A vote on marijuana regulations in Rehoboth Beach, that is a possibility for commissioners meeting happening later today. Rehoboth Beach commissioners are meeting to consider regulations that would ban the production and the sale of marijuana within the city. Commissioners are also considering banning marijuana use in outdoor settings and in smoking areas. If this ordinance is passed, Rehoboth Beach will be just another coastal community, joining Dewey Beach, Ocean City, and others in banning marijuana sales. That meeting is set at 2 p.m. in Rehoboth Beach at City Hall.
And right next door from that, another vote taking place. This one involves teen curfew. That is what Dewey Beach officials will discuss and possibly take action on later today at the town council meeting. Under the current curfews, people under 18, they need to be off the streets by 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday, midnight for Friday and Saturday. And this is the part that could change, that Friday, Saturday part. If it is passed, the 11 p.m. start time would be for the entire week. The reason being given is this would be used to keep crowds of teens under control. The meeting is at 3 p.m. at the Dewey Beach Life-Saving Station. Still more to get to in our final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, it's still summer, but Delawareans can get a chance to immerse their children into learning. Where the Reads Across America mobile education exhibit will stop in Delaware next week. Also, the Shorebirds battled the Red Sox for the 3rd straight night at Purdue Stadium. Could the Birds earn their 2nd straight win?
And safety concerns at a lake. Why DelDOT says it is not safe for boaters to access Griffith Lake as of right now. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
Another, but I probably should not. When I met you in the summer, he was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy." Can't read my, no, we can't read my poker face.
Kiss Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend. The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
Good morning, Delmarva. Well, it's a pretty pleasant start to the day. Yes, it is a little bit humid across the region, but that is going to improve over the next few hours. Skies are starting to clear out, so everything's going to get better throughout the day. Temps in the mid to upper 70s right now. We are seeing clouds out the door, but they're going to be clearing within the next hour. And then we've got a lot of sunshine on the way today and throughout the week in our poolcast for the day. 86 degrees, lots of sunshine. The later you wait to jump in the pool, probably the cooler it's going to be when you jump out. You're going to probably want to wrap yourself up pretty quickly because those dew points are going to plummet. So it's going to feel a little cool when you hop out of the pool.
We have developing news to tell you about out of Milford. This is Griffith Lake. This is seen from our coast copter. And it was empty yesterday as DENREC closed the boat ramp and parking lot due to safety concerns. According to DelDOT, the dam must be inspected, so the water level has to be lowered. DENREC says the water level is right now too low for boaters to safely access the lake. More details on the dam issue that prompted the lake closure, they will be released after the dam inspection is completed. And there's no word yet on when that ramp is expected to reopen.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
What's going on, sports fans? The Shorebirds were back on the diamond last night, taking on the Salem Red Sox. Let's get to the highlights. A great Thursday night crowd on hand for the Shorebirds, looking for back-to-back wins. Early on, Salem already with runners on the corners in the top of the first. Ender Solier lifts a fly ball to shallow right. Looks like it may be a catch and throw home, but instead it is dropped. The Birds get the out at second, but that runner at third comes home to score easily. 1-0 Red Sox. And they still have scoring opportunity later in the first. Little dribbler down the third base line, but Nolberth Romero doesn't need any leather here. The bare hand snag makes the throw to first. Inning over. Smooth move from Romero. Top second now, Albert Feliz leading off, and he launches that one over the fence in left field. Did not miss that one. A solo shot for Feliz makes it 2-0 Red Sox. The kid in the fence made the nice grab, but no one on the Shorebirds could do it. Anderson De Los Santos now for the Birds. Barrels one down the line. 2 runs come home to score. De Los Santos gets thrown out going for 2, but he did his job. He ties this one up at 2. Top 4 now, runner on third for Johnston Garcia. He lifts this one high and deep to right field. It's deep enough to be caught and to get the runner home from third, and that breaks the tie. It's 3-2 Red Sox. They would go on to hold off a Shorebirds rally late and win this one 4-2. The Shorebirds will have a shot at revenge on the Red Sox tonight. That'll do it for sports.
Still to come, a nationwide tour coming to Delaware next week. The Wreaths Across America mobile education exhibit stopping in several communities. What heroes are honored during this exhibit?
Well, the beach will be the place to be over the weekend as an absolutely gorgeous stretch of weather takes over. I'll have your beach forecast coming up just after the break.
Performing out of space?
Yes, next July.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I can't change these plans.
We're stealing in the sun next summer. Heist of a lifetime.
The Olympics.
Come on, you in?
Roman Reigns will defend his title against anyone, anytime.
Except next July.
Never miss a game for your favorite local team. Take the DSN app with you wherever you go. Whether you're out to eat, camping with friends, or at home relaxing with your family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Sun-Kissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
WRDE weather brought to you by Window World of Delmarva. Simply the best for less.
Window World, the #1 replacement window company, specializes in roofing too. Save $500 off a new CertainTeed roofing system, which offers heavier shingles for better protection and durability. Many colors to choose from. 0% financing available for 18 months. Superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate today.
It is 6:46 this morning. It's a live look at Ocean City on our Hershey Exteriors cam. And Alex, you told us earlier, clouds going to enhance the sunrise. I think that's what's happening. Beautiful skies there.
Some good colors there. You know, it's warm now. We're maybe even a little muggy, but boy, 24 hours from now, Alex, it's going to have an entirely different feel.
It certainly is going to have an entirely different feel 24 hours from now, because we're going to see a cold front pass through the region today. That is going to have our dew points plunge. They're in the mid-70s right now. They're going to be in the upper 40s tomorrow morning, and air temps are going to be in the 50s. It's going to feel almost like a fall morning across Delmarva, a crisp fall morning across Delmarva Saturday morning. Unfortunately, that cooler air doesn't stick around for too long. It's going to get hot early next week. Boardwalk Plaza Hotel camera in Rehoboth Beach this morning. A little bit of cloud cover, quite a bit of cloud cover out there, but we're still seeing that nice sunrise. This is really brightening up the sky there, reflecting off the Atlantic there in Rehoboth Beach. Temps sitting right around 77 degrees at this hour. These clouds, they're going to be getting out of here pretty soon. Temps all across the region aren't in the 70s. 77 Bethany Beach, 77 in Rehoboth Beach, 76 in Milford, 75 degrees in Georgetown currently. Those winds pretty light. They're going to remain light for the most part throughout the daytime hours. Dew points, they're in the mid-70s, so it is still muggy. It is almost tropical feeling out there, but these dew points, as I said, they are going to plunge. Take a look at this graphic. The dew points, mid-70s now, they plunge to almost off the charts. 50, that's the low point on this chart. So we may see some areas with dew points in the upper 40s. Not very often you get that in the middle of August. They do jump back up into the 70s again by early next week. Satellite radar picture this morning, there we go. We do still have those clouds sliding through, but they're going to clear out pretty quickly once this cold front that is now crossing the Chesapeake Bay crosses the area. So just about an hour from now, the clouds are going to be out of here, and then the rest of the weekend, we're going to see lots of sunshine and some gorgeous conditions. Our beach forecast, Aztec Island, upper 70s to low 80s with sunshine each and every day. Barely a cloud in sight Saturday and Sunday all across Delmarva. Ocean City, Fenwick Island a little bit warmer, 86 Friday, 81 Saturday, 86 degrees on Sunday. And then pretty similar conditions in Lewis, in Rehoboth Beach, temps in the 80s with lots of sunshine. Our Face of Grace UV index forecast, practicing sun safety the next few days. UV index of 9 Friday through Monday. So make sure you're wearing that sunscreen. It only takes about 20 minutes for you to burn with the UV index that high. It does fall to a 7 on Tuesday because we are going to see a brief increase in those clouds, but still, overall, it's going to be a partly cloudy day. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast. Once we get past the cool weather Saturday with those morning lows near 60, afternoon highs in the low 80s, we're back up into the mid-90s with the heat index near 100 on Monday.
For that, Alex, the Reach Across America mobile education exhibit will be stopping in several communities in Delaware next week. This is an exhibit that's on a nationwide tour. It aims to honor veterans and welcome home those who served in Vietnam. The exhibit stops in Millsboro on Monday, Bridgeville Wednesday, and then in Kent County, we're talking Harrington Saturday, Wyoming on Sunday.
It is 6:49 this morning. It's time now to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
And our pets today, we're talking Bud, their buddies. We're talking Winston, Angel, Oliver. We've got some great pictures to show you here. But when you look at that, it's like, hey, give me a treat. Where's my treat, guys? I think they deserve it. for being so cute, and this family of dogs was submitted by Jonna.
Oh my gosh, those faces are so funny. He looked half asleep while asking for his treat. All right, we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us those adorable photos. First thing to do, look at your screen for those details.
And you can email us at content@wrde.com. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. Don't forget this Sunday, just 2 days from now, if you check out our Facebook page, you can get a good look at the pets we will feature for next week.
Well, perfect beach weather is on the way to the coast for the weekend. I'll have a final check on your first alert weather forecast coming up just after the break.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on.
Food, friends, fun, and more.
Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on WRDE Coast TV.
Be careful when getting quotes for a new roof. There may be important things left out. Always ask, are they properly licensed and insured? Are they installing the proper amount of ice and water shield? Are they removing and replacing your siding to install new flashing? Are they checking the attic and soffit for ventilation? Are they protecting your home during installation? When you choose Spicer Brothers, you can have peace of mind that your new roof and all the details will be professionally installed for a lifetime.
To learn more, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Coming up this week on the Delmarva Home Show. We're touring a beautiful home in Millsboro, Delaware with over 68 acres. Shays Landing is the perfect hunting, fishing, and recreational retreat. We're also checking out a newly renovated home in Wachapreague, Virginia. The kitchen has all new appliances, white quartz countertops, and a beautiful front porch. You can watch the Delmarva Home Show on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on WBOC.
Do the summertime.
Are you game?
Well, let's go. Come on.
To take a spin.
I am ready. Show me what you got.
To take a chance.
There could be $10,000 there.
To make a guess.
Hilarious punchline. You got it. Whoa.
To take a trip.
To Maui.
To win it all.
Parting waves. That's it.
Then take a spin on the Wheel of Fortune.
Weeknights at 7 on WRDE.
1039 and 1063. We're local, we're coast country, and we're Delmarva proud.
It's 6:53. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. A vote on marijuana regulations in Rehoboth Beach is set for this afternoon. Rehoboth Beach commissioners are meeting to consider regulations that would ban the production and the sale of marijuana. Now, if this ordinance is passed, Rehoboth Beach will be just another coastal community joining Dewey Beach and Ocean City and more in banning marijuana sales. That meeting is set for 2 p.m. at City Hall.
Voting, the theme of the day on Friday, because another vote is taking place in Dewey Beach, but this one is dealing with teen curfew. Dewey Beach officials will discuss, possibly take action later today at the town council meeting. If this is passed, an 11 p.m. start time would be for teenagers, that's 18 and under, for the entire week. The meeting is at 3 p.m. at the Dewey Beach Life Saving Station.
Delaware Governor John Carney will sign new gun legislation later today. House Bill 201 and House Bill 202 will officially limit where you can legally carry a firearm, curtailing the ability to have guns at polling places and in schools. The governor is set to sign these bills at 10 a.m. at the Delaware Public Archives in Dover.
Plans for a new police substation in Ocean City approved by the town council there. Project will cost the town and the Ocean City Development Corporation over $4 million. That is a jump from the original plan of $2 million. But the town says the project has expanded to not just employee housing, but for police, or employee housing for police, but public restrooms, police bike storage, and more accessibility for the police to the public.
Are you an avocado aficionado? No.
No.
Yes. So if so, we have some interesting news for you.
Yeah, you know why I don't like them, Paige.
Matt doesn't eat anything that's green unless it's green sugar. Fair?
Maybe. All right, well, anyway, let's talk avocado. The Shake Shack.
Yeah.
They're looking for, get this, the chief avocado officer. So that could be you.
It could be me. I could be a chief avocado officer. These duties include personally inspecting and tasting sliced avocados in the stores to make sure they're served perfectly.
Okay, looks like it's a contest here, and the winner will get to participate in brainstorming sessions. Paige, this is you, to incorporate avocados into the menu. A $3,000 avocado stipend is including, this is me, free Shake Shack for a year.
So you'll do it for some free Shake Shack.
I will learn to love it.
Okay, sounds good. It is 6:55 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out that door.
Yeah, we got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Alex Seymour.
Yeah, I'd like to be signed up for that also. Avocados and free Shake Shack for a year, certainly. I would do that in a heartbeat. All right, Tunnel and Razor camera at the Lewis Yacht Club this morning. Looking pretty quiet out there. We do have some extra clouds. These clouds are going to be moving out pretty quickly. Probably by about 8 a.m. they're going to be completely gone. Temps sitting right around 76 degrees. Sunshine's taking over later today, and then the weekend looking fantastic. We're talking about lots of sunshine throughout the weekend with temps in the low 80s, even morning lows in the 50s and low 60s tomorrow morning. Dew points plunging into the upper 40s. Going to feel almost fall-like, but that is very brief. We're back up in the 90s Sunday and Monday. Monday, mid-90s. The heat index going to climb into the 100s, and then take a look at this. We're going to be talking about temps in the 80s, mid-80s, mid to upper 80s all of next week, but most days going to feature sunshine. 9 out of the next 10 days, mainly sunny skies. Storms are possible, but not until next Friday.
Thank you so much. Sounds good. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Don't forget, you can stay right here because we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, you can download our Coast TV News and Weather apps. Have a great Friday morning, everybody.